how to think in English. And more importantly, how can this practice help you unlock your English fluency? That's what you'll find out in this video. Coming up. Hey student, I am Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Thanks for watching this lesson. Make sure to subscribe. But now let's get down to business. Teacher, thinking in English, is that possible? I'm a student. I'm not American. I'm not Canadian. But more importantly, is that really going to help me? Well, these are very good questions, and I will try my very best to help you understand the answers, okay? Now, did you know that we have approximately 70,000 thoughts per day? Yeah, many. And some of these thoughts happen consciously. We know we are thinking about them. We intentionally think of them. Other thoughts are on autopilot. We don't even remember we thought about them. But to be even more specific, almost 95% of our thoughts are the same every single day. Imagine that. We think of the same thing every day. More than 70,000 thoughts. So how can this practice help me improve my English? And more importantly, what kind of activities do I need to do to help me think in English? I like to call the practice I'm going to share with you in this lesson intentional thinking. And students misunderstand this practice. They don't understand it very well. Let me explain. Most students, or many students, believe they will magically think in English. Or that it's impossible. We have the two opposites. Or that it'll come, just like you think in your language, you will think in English. Or that it's impossible. We will never think in English. But that's not the case. For both scenarios, you will not one day magically start thinking. However, it's not impossible. The problem is you have to intentionally condition your brain to think in English. That's why I call the practice I'm going to teach you intentional thinking. Because you need to be intentional. Otherwise, it'll never happen. I agree with you there. That being said, I will give you 3 practical ideas to help you get started with intentional thinking. But before I do that, I know you could be wondering, you could be thinking, how can this practice help me unlock my English fluency so that I can finally speak English confidently anywhere, anytime? This is an excellent question. One thing you will notice is, tell me if that's you, if you struggle to remember words quickly when it's time to speak, if you need forever to make phrases because the words don't come, intentional thinking will help you remember information faster. Why? Because of the repetition and the intention. Okay? You will not just start thinking like that. No, there's intention. There's a strategy. And the repetition of this process will help the information come to your mind in English more quickly. And with time, this process of answering questions, giving information, talking to people in English, interacting with people in English, finding a solution in the middle of a job interview, a meeting, a phone call, or when you're traveling abroad, this will all come faster to your brain because of this practice, which you're going to learn how to do. Now ask yourself, how many times a day do you catch yourself thinking about your life, about the things you need to do, about the places you want to visit, about the people you love, about your children, family, future plans, your next vacation, lunch, your next meal because you're hungry, your favorite TV shows, and so many other things? Why not, in those moments, intentionally insert a bit of English in your mind? The intentional repetition of this practice will help you answer questions more quickly. Not perfectly, but you will be able to express yourself more easily. And with time, because we need time, okay? You will not need forever to describe people what you want, to ask for what you need, to express your opinion, to talk to people in English. You're conditioning yourself to do that. Another point, how can this practice help you unlock your English? You know, an interesting thing about the brain, more specifically about the mind, our thinking brain, the mind does not know the difference between real and imaginary. If I ask you to stop right now, close your eyes, and remember a very happy moment in your life. Very happy. You were so excited. Something amazing happened to you. You will immediately start to feel good. You will start to feel positive. Why? That memory is not happening now. Well, it's happening in your mind, so you feel happy. You feel something different. You see those images in your head, the place you were, the things you were doing, and that gradually make you feel different. The brain doesn't care if something is happening in the mind or outside. That's why the mental practice, the intentional thinking, will help you get stronger, but not just anything. Your internal belief system will get stronger. You will begin to believe in yourself more because you're showing your brain that you can do it. You can think in English. And people who think in English speak English. People who think in English can answer questions in English. People who think in English can go anywhere, anytime. You are gradually implementing this in your brain. This intentional practice will help you boost your confidence because your brain will believe it can. If I asked you to close your eyes again and remember something really bad that happened to you, I don't like bad memories, but we all have bad memories. You would gradually start to feel a little sad. Oh my God. And if I keep telling you to remember and remember and feel it, you will start to feel angry or very negative and sad. Why? Because the brain doesn't care. It doesn't know the difference of what is real and what is not. So why not use this to help you boost your confidence? That being said, the first thing you're going to do to think in English, okay? I want you to, look, number one, pay attention. I want you to think, and I already gave you this exercise. I want you to think of 3 important moments in your life, okay? Then you will grab a piece of paper or a notebook or anything, and you will write about one. You will choose one memory, okay? You will write in English, of course, not in another language. Write about the memory as much as possible, okay? Awesome. Finished it? Put it away. And now you will go back to your memory in your mind. If you want to close your eyes, you can, but it's not necessary. And in your mind, you will begin to speak. You will hear your voice speaking about that memory. And then it will be like, oh. And there you go. And you keep going and you keep describing. And the more you do that, the more you're strengthening your belief system and your ability to describe important things in English. Where were you? These are some questions you can ask yourself. Where were you? What were you doing? What people were there with you? Why is this memory important? What were you wearing? These are some questions that you can answer in your mind. At this moment, you are intentionally thinking in English. Because remember, we are not native speakers, baby. We gotta put in the work to gradually think in English more easily, okay? Second practice. Now you're gonna use technology, a bit of technology. You're gonna go to Google, okay? You're gonna find questions in English. Then you're going to choose 3, 2, 4 questions. You decide how many. Here, you can either follow the first recommendation, writing down the answer to practice, okay? Write down your answer, then close the book, put the paper away, bye-bye, and then mentally answer the question again. And repeat this practice intentionally. Remember, be intentional with your practice. And number 3, the next thing you're going to do, and this is something that I do a lot, I do with my babies, many students on my academy, they tell me they are doing that. Establish a mental diary, okay? Review everything you do every day, the most important parts of the day, of the week, actions you need to take, places you need to go, activities you need to do, planning your day. And soon, this intentional practice will go on autopilot. The most important element, and guys, for this to work, for these 3 practices to work, and you begin to feel results and changes, the most important element of the intentional practice is repetition. If you only do this once and let it go, you're not going to get better. You need to be consistent. Follow this practice for at least 30 days, non-stop. Every day you will do this practice and you will feel the difference. You know, look at what happened to my student from the academy, my BSA. She followed the recommendations from my program, she put in the work, and look at her. The same can happen to you. Did you imagine speaking in English 100% like this with me before the academy?
No, never. And I confess, I was afraid all the time. But I know that people can understand me now. So it's so interesting because sometimes I have some episodes like dreaming in English.
Wow! So after the academy, you are dreaming in English?
Yes, dreaming in English, and sometimes when I wake up, I first thinking what I have to do today. Oh, let me see, Andy. But the list in my mind in English, and
wow.
I thought, wow, you are improving, girl. Yes.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.